Yo, so got another replay review today. This one is for SelfishGamer. Just looking for some general advice. They said the last match was a tough one. It does go into a bit of an overtime, so this might be a bit of a longer video. Um, I watched it first already, and these are the things I think we want to look out for. So a few times we've overcommitted, left our teammate alone. And this tends to happen if you're not quite paying attention to the other team, and you end up diving in on challenges that you maybe shouldn't be diving in on, or just going a bit, you're trying a bit too hard sometimes. Instead of trying to just calm it down a second. What's the best thing to do? Take control, slow it down a bit. So we want to look out for this overcommitting, and I've got here that we can rush the play sometimes, quite a few times, and it just gives the ball away. Okay, so again, excuse me, similar to the first thing, it's kind of like an awareness thing. We need to pay attention to our surroundings and make sure that if we have time, we need to take time and try to control the ball, especially as we get into these higher ranks. We need to definitely control the ball, make something happen. You can't just give the ball away. You can't just whack the ball away. It doesn't work anymore. And put a couple of points here where we get a bit lazy and we should have actually rushed it. Again, it's an awareness type thing. So yeah, let's dive in. Let me get the old pen as well, as that will come in handy. Get that over there. Cool. Okay. This is fine. Perfect. Don't know if this volume's a bit loud, I'll turn it down slightly. Yeah, this is fine. So your presence basically scared them off and gave your teammate a free ball. Good stuff. Nice. And yeah, so let's go back over this. This player's done a really good job here. Sandy Balls, nice name. Let me go back slightly because I want to watch this again. This is perfect. You've let the ball hit you while rolling away, which chips it away from that player. Then you've dodged the bump or demo, come back around. Awesome. Now we've got control. 1v1 situation. So watch what happens with this player. So they come in for the challenge, right? Fake challenge. You've basically just said, yeah, I don't care, go for it, let them do their thing. But now they've gone, right? If I gave you this screenshot out of context, you'd have no idea if there was a player behind this ball or not. So what they've done is pretty good. They've hidden themselves behind the ball. Now, what that means is, from your perspective, it means you have no idea when they're going to challenge. Okay? Even if you try to wait for the audio cue of them to jump, sometimes it's just a bit too late. So if people just watch this, you don't know where they are. You don't know if they've rushed all the way back. You don't know if they're right next to you. You have no information. So I always think the best thing to do is to just go. If you've played it quite confidently that they're not going to challenge, and they are second or last, so they probably won't challenge every single time, or then they might challenge to just like double bluff it. I'm not going to go into all these different cases, but in this case, like, you've played it pretty much perfectly. You've read the fake. It's just here, I think you need to just get the ball going. You could maybe try to go for some sort of, like, here, just catch, pop it up, air dribble bump, early flick. You've got to do something basically now because you have no information, right? You can't afford to just dribble it because they're going to challenge. They know what they're doing. They've done this. They've played it pretty much perfectly. They've hidden themselves behind the ball. They've done it. It's just spot on by them. But the only way to beat them is to just do something quick. You could flick it on target and then go for a bump, or like I say, an air dribble bump or something. But you've got to do something. Slowly dribbling and to set up a dribble and then flick it nicely isn't always going to work. Sometimes you have to just make do in the position you've got and try and make it work. Or this happens, you just get dunked. That's nice. Nice 50. Unfortunate. We'll go over this. Went back a bit too far here. Okay, so here. Hold on. Went back a bit too far again. I'm not very good at this. Right. Okay, so here. What you do is the ball bounces off and goes this way, right? You instantly start turning this way, then you go back a bit, then you do your shot. Now, as soon as you turn this way, it's just going to make it a harder angle. So you're basically coming at this angle to shoot like this. Instead, if you just kept driving straight, or if you turned right here, you'd be coming in at this angle, and you're basically straight on with the goal. And it makes it a nice, easier shot. So the wider you go, the easier this shot off the wall is going to be. So you'll see what I mean. See how you've turned in here. Now look at this angle you're at. You've basically got to shoot it almost straight to the side. Whereas if you were coming from this direction more, it's just a straight shot. So that's just one little thing you can do to make this shot a bit easier for yourself. But I don't think you're too confident with this anyway, because you're not boosting, you're kind of waiting for it to be a bit easier, and you've hit the bottom of the ball. So yeah, if you maybe try and find a training pack just called like air roll shots or something, you should get a few scenarios like this that you can practice. Might make it a bit easier in the future. Nice challenge. And yeah, so here, let's go back. We have loads of time. As soon as you hear that flip, you see that flip, you've got time. So right now, you should know you've got time. If I go back a bit more. So, sandy balls, boom, they're out the play. So now call me Jazz, are they going to go? They flipped. No, they're not going to go. So right now, you have the information that you have time. So that's what we need to be paying attention to. Because right now, you're not going for the ball in this exact moment. You're just driving to get into a position. So while you're doing that, you can quickly look around, see what's going on. Now you know you have time. So now you could boost a bit, get under the ball, catch it, dribble. You could set this up. You could boost a bit, set it up for an air dribble. You know, whatever you want to do. But I think you just have to start to take control in these situations. This is what I was talking about a second ago. And really try to make something work. Because this is just never going to do anything. You kind of get a bit lucky they double commit, but... Ooh. Go over that slightly. So... This is fine. So you've recognised your teammates a bit awkward because they've turned around and they're going backwards. But as soon as this happens, your teammate's still got control. So we can stop here and just wait for your teammate. They might want to pass to us, they might want to do something. But if they got bumped, then you're right that you need to be here ready to go. So you're in the right spot, but just now, as soon as you see your teammate is safe, you don't need to keep going. It just puts you both in the same place, it's just a bit awkward. It's fine. Nice. Okay, we've gone a bit far. I have watched this once already, but I'm talking like I haven't, but here we go. So yeah, this was great, this is fine. No point going in the air with 30 boost. That's okay, you've got it around this player, but I think right now, you just have to rotate. As soon as you know you're not getting back to that ball, so bang, you're not getting to this. Realistically, you're just not going to get to it, because sandy balls is going to be there. So this jump and flip is just taking you a bit too long to get back. I think so I think the takeaway is, bang, as soon as you know you're not getting to it, you've just got to go, just get out of there. Or just, you try and think in your head sort of like, I'm just going to hit it and get back. Whack it and whack and back, right? Grab this pad, grab some other pads, get back, help your teammate. It's just a bit of a greedy play. You're trying to get to the ball again or get a bump. It's a bit greedy. Now you take too long to get back. Teammate has to do all the work themselves, and it's just an open net. Like if you were back, you might have been able to help. It's fine. Nice. It's fine. Not the best air dribble in the world, but it's a goal. It's fine. I like that. I'll just go back. I do this as well. I don't know if you do this on purpose. I'm hoping you do. I look at this player when I do the kickoff. No point looking at this player too much. I look at this player, and this player will tell you if they're trying to do a kickoff strategy. So watch this player. They went for the boost. So I would have done the exact same thing as you, jumped and side flipped the ball to make sure that the ball doesn't go into that corner. Because if it goes into that corner, this player gets 100 boost and the ball from the kickoff, which you just don't want. So I'd have done the same thing, side flipped it. It doesn't look like they actually went for that. But if they did, you side flipping it should hopefully kill the ball, and then your teammate gets a free ball. But yeah, that was nice. It's fine. Force them high for teammate. Nice boost grabs. Perfect. Nice. Bit awkward here. Just go back. I like the camera usage. See what's going on. Teammate's got the boost. So here we can see Sandy Balls has gone all the way back. You know, there's no threat. Jazz has just jumped on low boost and hit the ball at the wall. I personally, for me, I'd just go back and get the boost here. There's no danger. Teammate can get the ball. Doesn't, you know, what are they going to do? There's nothing they can do. They've just overcommitted and sent the ball to nowhere. Even if this ball gets launched from this aerial into your backboard, it doesn't really matter. Nothing's going to happen. So turning up this way, you've kind of made yourself a bit awkward. And then kind of got in the way of our teammate. And yeah, this one... yeah, that was all just because teammate got in the way. We can ignore all that, that's fine. Your jump would have blocked the shot, so that's fine. Dodgy touch by teammate. And yeah, this. You've got to go for this. Great 50 by teammate. So I know you don't want to hit the ball into your teammate, but chip and just jump now. Jump. Just jump, shoot. You have to go quickly for this. It's a free chance. You've just got to take it. Got to be confident. Chip it up, jump, shoot. Easy goal. Have to be taking those. That's fine. Nice. of a mistouch, but it's okay. Great challenge. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. I'll go back a bit. So yeah, this challenge was great. As soon as your teammate's gone, you can't shadow this because your teammate's not behind you to help, and you're in the right spot. Perfect challenge. But here, I tried to think what you're trying to do. So you have to also realise that your teammate has probably gone for the mid boost. And in which case you just want to hit the ball. I'll wait till it gets a bit further ahead, but you just want to hit the backboard. But we get this weird upside down flip into the bottom of the ball. It's a bit unfortunate, but because the ball goes down, our teammate can't go. So I think if we really try to get up the wall a bit higher before we go for the ball, turn up a bit more, just try and hit the backboard, like I say, pretty much anywhere in this zone, and your teammate gets a free shot. So that's what we need to be thinking about there. It's fine. Okay, I'll go back on this. So this situation is going to happen a lot. The ball's gone back into their corner at a bit of speed. They've just got their boost. Okay, and you're at the halfway line, so you're miles away. So you basically can't challenge. Now, there's a few different things you might be able to do here. Most of the time, I just do a fake. I will also go up the wall, except I would probably do this sort of pattern up the wall. Turn this way a bit, then turn back this way and drive back. You could just go straight up off the ceiling, make some sort of challenge. There's a few different things. What you can't do is basically what you've done. This is fine. As soon as that pops up, you can't really go because they're going to stay close. If you try to jump for this ball, they're just going to hit around you. So immediately, you're just going to have to just turn and get out of there. Obviously, they might not go for the aerial straight off. They might drive like this, turn away, come back down, catch the ball on a dribble. They might just turn and whack it off across the wall and follow it around the wall. They might hit and go off the ceiling. There's different things they could do. You're too far away to really have any influence on what they're going to do. This is okay, but you've just got to basically immediately get out of there. Or, like I say, turn back the other way up the wall, which might scare them a bit, and then drive back. That little extra wiggle, it just takes a bit too long. This situation has worked out fine because they get a pretty poor shot, but you kind of see how your teammate's almost alone. You are kind of back, but it could be a situation where they just accelerate that ball a bit more, and then your teammate's alone in a 1v1. So you just got to be careful pushing too much into their corner. It's fine. Dodgy touch by teammate. It's okay. Bit of a weird touch. I think this is the goal, isn't it? Yeah. So, yeah, I think I'm guessing you've just misread the bounce. It's always going to be a weird bounce in the corners, but I think the main takeaway here is that you just don't need to rush this ball at all. You got 100 boost. They're landing, so they can't go. And you can just go a bit slower. Just wait a sec. Just see what happens. You don't even need to go for the ball. When the ball's in your corner, it's safe, right? If that other player, old Sandy Balls, was close. If you could see them, they were close. Then yeah, I would have rushed it because then any hit you get will go behind them. But you don't know where they are. They could be lurking just off your screen. You don't know. But you kind of rushed it for no reason. You almost get back, to be fair. That was really close. But yeah, just gone a bit too quick. It's a bit of an unfortunate bounce that, you know, if it bounces a bit differently, then you're fine, but that's Rocket League. Okay, and we've rushed it again a bit. I'll just go over this. So, you do have pretty slow cheat up, which is perfectly fine. I do the same sort of cheat up myself. Now, if the ball goes up, as soon as it starts going up here, we need to just quickly look at the players again. Is basically, the question you have to ask is their player who cheated up jumping for the ball? And immediately we can see they're not. So you can go a bit slower again. You don't need to rush it. You've rushed it. And that's why you've got a dodgy touch. It's okay. No real need to save boost here. Okay, yeah. I'll go back a bit. So, this is all fine. It's fine, whatever. But here, this is another situation that's going to happen a lot. I would say what you want to do is just get the ball over this side. Your objective here is to just obviously make sure you don't get scored on. But you need to get the ball over here. You don't want to clear it down the middle, you want to clear it to the side. So you need to just boost, just get over there, hit the ball on the side, get it down here. You know, you could land, get this boost, your teammate might take the boost and the ball, you can go get the mid boost, get some boost pads, whatever. Depends on the situation. Yeah, but you just went a bit slow there. And then this, we need to look at the player. So they've chipped it up. You drive it in the perfect spot, but they're already upside down. Okay? They're upside down here. Now, if they're upside down, they're probably going to go for a reset. So, once they've got that reset here, they're either going to use it straight away, which is going to pop the ball a bit higher than where they are, or maybe keep it the same sort of height, or they're just going to fake it low and then use the flip a bit later. Either way, you need to just wait again, just wait slightly, and then you'd be able to get to it. You've basically jumped at the exact moment that they've done the shot. So you're jumping now as they're doing the shot, so you're never going to get it. So yeah, all it is just try to look at the opponent. They're upside down already. Look, you're on the floor. They're already upside down, but you're not even up the wall yet. So you need to try to look at this. It's like the car language, the body language of the car. As soon as they're upside down, they're probably going to go for a reset. But then once you know they're going for a reset, you're then able to factor that in to what you want to do. Which, like I say, you probably want to just wait a little bit, see what they do. Unfortunate teammate doesn't pass there, but it's okay. Okay, it's a bit chaotic. That was close. I'll go back here. So, teammate's gone ahead of the play. Now they're behind us. So now teammate's behind, you're safe to challenge. So I'd probably just stop. You could just stop and let the ball come into you. The chances are they're probably a bit low boost as well. So if we go back, this is all off the kickoff, right? So Jazz has gone there. They've jumped for the ball. You have to realise they're both low boost here. And teammate steals the boost. So they're low boost. This is something you have to try. You'll pick up over time. You know, it's just been the kickoff, so it's quite easy to recognise the situation. After kickoff, people are going to be low boost because you only start with 33. So they're probably 0 boost. Your teammates just stole their boost as well, so there's no reason not to just kind of challenge a bit earlier here. Not sure why your teammates flipped back. Bit strange, but just you could challenge right here. You could stop. Just let them drive it into you. Do the old jump side flip 50-50 and you should be fine. You've kind of let them bring it into the middle more, and then it gets scary because now you're challenging from the outside. This 50 is you know, it could 50 out for sandy balls to get a ball over here and shoot. But if you keep it near the wall, keep it enclosed down this lane, down here somewhere, it will only ever funnel down into your corner where your teammate is, and it's kind of safe. So you've kind of let them come in a bit. I'd have just challenged a bit earlier. Like I say, there's 0 boost, they can't really do much. Instead, it's got this crazy situation here where we're battling it out with our teammate, and then they've, unfortunate they've not scored this. I'll go back slightly again. We've rushed this ball. So, again, the same thing. So, sandy balls, if they've just done this shot off the wall, then they're flying over here using loads of boost, they're going to go for the boost, okay? That's another thing. You're a bit too far away to actually be on the ball to make your play, so whilst you're getting to the ball, look at the player a bit. What's just happened? They've just used loads of boost, so are they going to go for the boost? You can kind of safely assume that they will. So that means they're going to go over here, which means they can't get the ball. So now you have time to do something. So you could just catch this, go up the wall, do something with it. That's nice. Helped your teammate there. I like you didn't commit on that one. See, now that's fine to boom it away because you've got a few seconds left. Just look at this aerial. Because you only had a few seconds left and your low boost is fine to just whack it away there just to relieve pressure. Bit of a dodgy aerial. I think I wanted to mention this a bit later as well. You seem to do this like instant tornado spin every time you jump. And I just want to show you here that it kind of, you've ended up hitting it with the bottom of your car, and it's like, that's just got to be a shot really. Yeah. Talk about it a bit later as well. Kickoff's fine. Nice. See, that's good. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we want to do. So instead of just whacking it away, you've got this touch where you're able to touch it to yourself up the wall. And look, there goes Jazz. You've got round 1 player because you've done a nice controlled play. This is the sort of stuff we want to do when we can take time. It's okay. Oh, I remember this. Yeah. It's kind of teammates' fault, I want to say, on this one. Now, obviously, I mean, they've missed by an absolute mile. Massive overcommit, and they're in the corner. You might get bumped if you don't go. You're in a really bad spot here. If you can avoid it, obviously you don't want to hit this weak somewhere they can get it. But I mean, there's not too much you can do. You can, if you can try and hit it to the right. Just because in this situation they've hit it slightly left. See how it's gone slightly left, so you try and hit it back the way it came from, because then it makes it a bit more awkward for them. And your teammate might be able to help. To be honest, you're in a bad spot, so there's not much you can do there. Like I say, teammate went flying in and missed. Unfortunate. Good bump by them. Nice. Nice. Didn't panic, just waited. And then we've rushed it a bit here. Well, I say you've rushed it, you've kind of gone a bit late. This is another one of those. This is another one of these situations. These will crop up from time to time. The ball gets launched straight into the ceiling. As soon as this happens, again, just quickly look around. It's similar to that kickoff earlier, where you need to compare yourself to the other player who wasn't involved in this 50, and just say, are you going to beat this other player? I mean, yeah, they're miles away. So you can kind of jump already. You can basically jump now. Just jump early, hover, then you can collect the ball as it's bouncing back up. So yeah, it's just one of those. It comes with time, but you can jump really early on those. Unfortunate. That probably should have been a goal as well. Just go back. Yeah, I don't know what else to suggest here, to be honest. There are times when, if I know I'm not going to score, I just won't shoot, and I'll just do some like fake or pop it high or something, but I probably would have shot this as well. It's just a bit unfortunate. The teammate's still flying in the way. Yeah, this aerial again. So we're instantly going for the tornado, and then we've missed the ball completely. So I don't know whether this is some weird little habit you have of doing these tornado spins all the time. I barely air roll. Hardly at all. You just don't really need to. The air roll only really needs to be used to just help you adjust in the air to get the touch that you want on the ball, or to get your car in the right position. Here you can just jump straight. Just a straight jump, don't need to air roll, just straight up. Then you can air roll at the end to angle it to get to put it on target if that's what you want to do. I know that people will say in training to constantly spin, and the reason for that is to make sure that you're able to spin to get your car in the right position, but you don't actually need to spin at all. In a perfect world, you wouldn't need to air roll hardly at all. You would just line up on the floor, jump straight, go for the ball. And we'll go back on this slightly here, because this is almost another goal. As soon as this situation happens, you have to know this is going to be a demo. But you also need to now look at this player and quickly ask yourself, are you going to beat them to the ball, or are they going to beat you to the ball? And the answer is they're going to beat you, because I mean, especially when it's rolling towards them, right? Right now, you're closer to the ball, but the ball's rolling that way. So, you know, it's an easy outplay by them. And that could have been a goal as well. I'll go over this. So here, right, as soon as your teammate's missed, this player is going to probably back pass the ball. You have to just recognise that this is another situation. They're ahead of the play. Obviously, they're shooting this way, so, you know, they can't do anything. The only thing they can do is pass it to their teammate. You could have tried to go for a demo, maybe. Don't let them do it in the first place. But if they do beat you to the ball, they're going to pass it, so you don't want to be chasing after the ball. You need to be ready for this opponent to make their play. And most of the time, from a back pass, it's going to stay low, and they're going to chip the ball up. In this case, they just tried to shoot and missed, but they might chip it once, then jump and shoot. It's more than likely going to go in the air, so you don't want to be pushing up really close to it. A little bit awkward here, but it's fine. Picking up boost, which is good. I like that. Rushed it a little bit there. Just go back slightly. His touch is great. I think, yeah, you just need to, again, try to look at this player a bit. You've kind of just jumped and gone all in straight away. If we can look at them, we might be able to realise we have a little bit more time. Nice. That's fine. Good save. Gone away from the ball a bit there. Just go back slowly. Yeah, you don't really want to be... I mean, if you can, if you're under the ball, you can try and scoop the ball into the backboard or something, but you have to sort of recognise the situation a bit earlier. You've hit it really hard, and you're already supersonic, and it's ahead of you. So you could go for a demo. You could try and stay behind the ball. Just a couple of things you might be able to do there. Good save by teammate. It's fine. Nice. Nice. Another aerial we might have been able to get. But we angled a bit funny. I mean, you're close. I'll put it down to overtime nerves on that one. This is fine. Okay, it's fine. Nice 50. And yeah, unfortunate. Was there... So yeah, teammate here is on 0. So we know they can't do much. This is fine. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, waiting for teammate to make the play they've missed. This 50 is great, but there's just no need to panic. I know it's overtime, and like I say, it's probably a bit like nervy situation, but there's no one around. You just don't even need to. The ball's safe there. They can't score. Even if they were right there, they can't score. So no need to panic. So yeah, I mean, you look fine. I'm not, like I say, I don't know about those aerials, whether you have this strange habit of just air rolling every single time or not. Might be something to think about. But otherwise, yeah, it's mainly just trying to look at the other players on the pitch. Definitely need to recognise when you've got time and to just not whack the ball away. And you know, it should help with a few other situations when you're trying to, you sort of end up getting a bit awkward by not really analysing exactly what's going on. Like I say, when Jazz was dribbling down the pitch with 0 boost, no need to let them dribble all the way down. And a couple of those little overcommits when we're not quite looking at the opponents as well. So yeah, hopefully you found that helpful, and as always, if anyone else wants a replay done, just message me on Reddit, that's my Reddit, or leave a comment. So yeah, peace.